Hi, this is Grace and we'd like to welcome you from N Opals to the first Joy Opal cutting series.
This is the hardest parcel of Lightning Ridge rough opal that I could find. Sand everywhere. This is a new cutter's nightmare. I'm going to pick the hardest piece I can find and see what I can do about showing you guys how I cut it. So here's the parcel. It's 118 grams, 38 stones of Lightning Ridge's gnarliest, sandiest material. Good color though, lots of blues, lots of greens. This is going to be fun.
This is Erwann's nightmare parcel.
Alright, so here's the piece that I've picked. Pretty hard. You got, looks like maybe you have one piece here on the left, a little one, a little ring stone, maybe one there in the middle, depending on whether that green goes underneath. And then I can turn this piece on the right, which is pretty flat, into something. Alright, two quick little cuts here, one there on the right side, one on the left side with our little trim saw.
There's Opal, our shot dog.
Now here are the three stones. We can make a big triangle and two little square rectangle ring stones. First thing you do is knock the sand off the back of the stone. You don't need any of that. And then you try to make the back of the face parallel to the front of the face. This is part I'm just getting rid of some of that extra little black potch, cleaning up the back there, and that's about it for the small stone. Just going to square it up just a little bit. These really small stones, and just try to get the general shape, and then I'm going to put them up on the dop stick and do all the fine work later. The medium stone, we kind of do the same thing here. Unfortunately, I had some camera problems with this one, so I won't be able to show the full process, but it's just taking the sand off and squaring it up. Now we tackle the big stone, again taking the sand off the back, running and refining the shapes around a little bit. Essentially, I'm just cutting it into a perfect little triangle here. Alright, now it's time to put the three stones on the three dop sticks, working quickly with moist hands. I heat the stones up and just tap the stick, the wax onto the stones. Stones melt the wax, and then I dunk them in the water and balance them. Putting a nice dome on the big stone first, and then angling the sides slightly in. Now working on the medium square, putting the bezel edge on, rounding over the top corners there, one at a time. Little finishing touches. Now for the small one, same thing. Sides, corners. Moving now to the 280 wheel, I'm just putting the final shaping touches on the larger stone here, and little final shaping touches on the medium stone and on the smallest. Now the 600 grit Nova wheel, just starting the polishing on all the stones. Now a quick turn on the 1200 and the 3000 grit wheels for each stone. Last step is to put some cerium oxide on a felt wheel and give them all a final polish. The big stone, the medium one, and the small one. All finished now with the fronts. Now I go ahead and pop all the stones off the dop sticks and clean them all up. And then I'll mount them on the dop sticks backwards so that I can clean up the backs of the stones. A quick spin on the 220 and the 280 just cleans the sharp corner off the bottom of the stone. There we are, three finished opals from the hardest stone in the parcel.
Tip for new players, get one of these plastic templates. They're really good for seeing what shape you're going to cut.
Eventually you'll get to the point where you can see these shapes almost in your head. I just used it out of habit mostly, but it is still nice on the bigger stones. getting the stone to the right temperature is really pretty simple if you watch the water on top of the stone. You put it over the flame and you're looking for the evaporation. Once it's evaporated, there it goes. You can see it moving towards the middle and it's almost gone. As soon as it's gone, you count 1, 2, 3, and then you know your stone's ready to dub. Here it is again with a smaller stone.
And I think we'll call this one finished. We really hope you've enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Till next time, happy cutting!